We don't inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Lyndon Johnson once said, "If future generations are to remember us with gratitude rather than contempt, we must leave them with a glimpse of the world as it was in the beginning."
Well, we all know how fast the Front Range is growing and human populations in general. So you can imagine what things will be like in the future with just more and more people needing to escape the city and come to the mountains for a little bit of relief. Well, that pressure has impacts. Growth's okay, provided it happens in the right way, but we don't want that to sprawl into some of these beautiful ranch lands and scenic properties where future generations would say, wow, what happened here? Why didn't those guys protect this?
I want to make sure that I leave something for the next generations. Maybe not my children, maybe not my children's children, but somebody has to know what the West and what this land was like. And if all we do is develop it, they'll never know.
Individuals and communities that conserve land and water leave a legacy of flowing rivers, open space, wildlife habitat, recreational opportunities, and a better quality of life for future generations.
Grand County is a real gem. Headwaters of the Colorado River, one of the most important rivers in the country and the world. And the more we can do to preserve land up here in its natural state is just a big responsibility, and nothing could be more important for us and future generations.
Grand County is the headwaters of the Colorado River, but it also really defines who we are as a county, and everything that revolves around our landscapes and the valleys and recreation all depends on the Colorado River. And we're just so proud because it begins right here.
As a land conservation organization, it's our responsibility to do our part to help protect these rivers and the spectacular valleys and scenic views they have created.
Colorado Headwaters Land Trust is a nonprofit 501c3 conservation organization, and our mission is to work with private landowners to protect the wildlife, the water, the scenic vistas, and the ecosystems of Grand County.
Conservation easements are our tools in how we protect land for future generations. It's our agreement with landowners that creates a win-win. And so we have a real opportunity right now to conserve some of these valuable scenic vistas, ranch lands from development. And you can imagine what this place will be like when the population doubles and doubles again, which is what will happen. It's almost certain.
Land and water conservation is a collective responsibility, an investment that supports the local economy while preserving our agricultural heritage, cultural values, and our way of life in Grand County.
People live in Grand County because of the natural habitats and the outdoor space. We have the unique opportunity to protect habitats now while we still have a lot of open lands, and we haven't seen a lot of development like some of our surrounding neighbors. And people locally, I think, believe in protecting that habitat and see value in protecting that habitat.
This land is precious to us. It's our life. We love every blade of grass. We love every bit of it, as all ranchers and farmers do. They love the ground that they are the caretakers of. We're the first conservationists. And as a family, we couldn't see a way that keep the ranch intact and pass it on to the next generation without the aid of an easement. It was a valuable, very valuable tool to help maintain the integrity of the property and the water rights and the way of life with a hope towards passing it on to the next generation.
It's a way you can leave a legacy for others after you're gone, if you do it now while you're alive and you have that passion.
Theodore Roosevelt once said, "Here is your country. Cherish these natural wonders. Cherish the natural resources. Cherish the history and romance of the sacred heritage. For your children and your children's children."
Conservation efforts made today will save us from ourselves tomorrow. Please join us in protecting Grant County's spectacular landscapes.